Hello, welcome to Game Rock UK. This is a video, this is a squad showing you what worked for me in FIFA 13, and so look out for these players in FIFA 14. Obviously it's a bit hit and miss, we don't know what the ratings are for FIFA 14 yet, although they have released a few. It's still pretty much up in the air of majority players as to whether they'll improve or decrease in their stats. So in this squad, this is my Premiership squad, and this is a BC squad. It's a good balanced squad. I've had it since the start of FIFA 13 and I've stuck with it throughout, and it's performed more often than not. I've had double the amount of wins than I have losses with it, so you know, it's a very good squad to have. It's very balanced. So basically this video is just going to walk you through what each player does and stuff like that. I appreciate a lot of you guys are probably like, no, you should put him there, you should put him there. Oh yeah, of course I know what he does, But I just want to go through what each player does so you guys know exactly what each role of them does. So in FIFA 14 you can go, alright, I need someone to fill this role. I know that Game Rock had him on that role in FIFA 13, maybe you'll fit this role in FIFA 14. So that's what this video is about, sort of giving you suggestions for FIFA 14, so that you can go out and get these players and try them out and see if they're as good as FIFA 13, because they sure did work. So what we'll do is start down at the keeper. Now of course I've tried out a lot of keepers on FIFA 13. I've tried out Vorm, I've tried Joe Hart, I've tried Reina, I've tried De Gea, and I've even tried Swartzer as well, but none of them really cut it for me. And I think Petracek really was the all-rounder, which definitely was the most consistent in the save-in and everything like that. So Cech was my number one keeper. Now we go on to the defence now. Defence is quite easy because I tend to have a lot of pace in defence. I love having 70 plus pace in defence, especially if they got 77, and Kabul really did fit that mould straight away. And he was fairly cheap as well. I can't remember how much I got him for. I got him for 8.5k, but obviously he's a lot less than that. As I said, I've had this since the start of FIFA 13, so obviously prices were like really high as soon as it came out. You could probably pick him up for like 2k now, so you know, he's excellent player, and he fits the role very well, and he also is very good at heading on corners and things like that, so I highly recommend you look out for him in FIFA 14. Obviously Company, he's a bit pricier obviously, but again, if you can afford Company, I would definitely get him, because again, he's very good at headers in the box, good pace on him, excellent defending, 86 defense, absolute class, and it's not much really to say on him apart from he's really good. I'm sure you've played against him or played with him, and you'll agree with me that he is the best defender in the Premiership as centre backs is concerned. So I do highly recommend looking out for Company, because he was really good this season in the Premiership in real life. So I reckon, you know, he'll probably improve or stay the same at least. Clichy, now he was one of those players which sort of, I wanted pace down the left back and the right backs, but I wasn't too sure on Clichy because I wasn't a great fan of him, to be honest. But since I've had him, and I had him at the start, he's good, cheap. I paid 19k for him then. Obviously that's ridiculous because it was just the start of the FIFA, but I paid that much for him. When I look back at these prices, they do make me laugh how much I actually paid. But he is one of those players that you don't expect to perform in the game, but they actually do. He makes loads of runs up the wing, and he really does help the cams up front. He's really good. So yeah, I highly recommend him. Alright, we'll go over to the other side now, the right back, and this Mika Richards. Now he's good. He's good. I was a bit, again, I was a bit unsure on Richards. 82 pace, I didn't think that was going to be enough. I wanted more like 85 pace. But I went with him. And he's really, really good. He's got really good defence, brilliant heading. He hasn't scored a goal with his through headers yet for me, but he certainly does fill the right back role perfectly. And it's amazing how they all blend together, like they all cover each other. Good chemistry between them all. It's absolutely great. So that's the defence and the goalkeeper, obviously. I highly recommend you look out for those in FIFA 14. The only one which I'm a bit concerned about is Richards. I'm not sure how he'll fare in FIFA 14, because like in the Premiership this season he didn't really stand out, so I'm not sure how EA will put him in FIFA 14. So he's one to sort of keep an eye on. Tiote, now he was one of those little gems in midfield. He gets back, he tackles, he's good at shooting as well. You know, a few shots outside the box have gone in through him, and so he's a good all-round solid midfielder, Tiote. And I do recommend you keep an eye out on him in FIFA 14, because he had a good Premiership season last season. So I expect he'll either stay the same or slightly improve. I don't think he'll decline, because, as I said, he has had a pretty good season with Newcastle. So we'll see. Informed David Luiz. David Luiz is a gem no matter what type of card you have, whether you have the normal card, the informed card, whatever. He is an absolute star, though. I paid 85k there for him. You can get him for like 50, 60k now. As I said, these prices are really, really ridiculous, because I usually just fork out and buy them. But anyway, I did have the normal one before I got this one, the regular card, and he was pretty decent. But the on form is just another class altogether. There's slight differences in them, but I do highly recommend we look out for David Luiz in FIFA 14. Absolute star this season. He was a good the season before, and in FIFA 13 he improved. He's improved again in FIFA 13, so FIFA 14, David Luiz is definitely a guy to keep an eye on. And I highly recommend you snap him up straight away, and if you have him in a pack, you know, I'd recommend keep hold of him, because he's certainly a good guy to have. You can either have him in defence or you can have him in CDM, and I prefer him in CDM myself, but I prefer to let Company and Kabul do the centre-back work. But yeah, he's class, really good class. In centre forwards then, I have Podolski. Now Podolski's good because he's got 87 pace. I went a bit of pace whoring on this one, but he is really good. Again, shots outside the box, brilliant. Good passing skills. Supports Aguero perfectly. Overall he works well, and he does hassle the defenders up front. And I do highly recommend that we look for Podolski, although I'm not too sure whether Podolski will keep up these stats in FIFA 14. It's a bit of a debate. I mean, he was good for Arsenal, but I don't know. He didn't really stand out for Arsenal. He was good, but he didn't stand out. So I don't know. I do worry whether they'll be fair to him next in FIFA 14 or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, only time will tell. So then we go on to, I hope I say this right, Sesenon? I don't know. I don't actually know how to say that name. If I'm wrong, do laugh at me. But anyway, this guy is an absolute gem. 1k I paid for him. You probably get him for cheaper than that now, actually, but around the K. 85 pace, 85 dribbling. He runs down the wings, he gets the crosses in, he has good shooting on him. Overall, he's just amazing. 1k is an absolute bargain for a player like this, and I was surprised I got him for 1k actually, to be honest. I expected that figure to be higher, because I can't actually remember how much I paid for all these players, but you know, 1K for this player of this quality is pretty damn good. So I recommend he's a good cheap cam to get hold of for next season. And whether he'll fare next season in FIFA 14, that's one to keep an eye on as well. You know, there's a lot of players in the Premiership that it's a bit hit and miss whether EA will be fair to them next season. Hopefully they will. Hopefully it'll be more the same. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. We don't really know. Kagawa, again, amazing. He doesn't have quite as much as pace as the other cam. I'm not going to say his name. Try and say his name again. I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm saying it wrong, so I'm just going to stop that there. But again, Kagawa is excellent dribbling, good shot on him as well, good crosses. He is a good, excellent cam to have in your team as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at Kagawa next season. He was injured for most of this season in the Premiership, so I don't know whether EA will treat him fair for next season or not. But hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll be kind to him. And then of course we come to the striker, and as you can see, it's Aguero. Now, being a Man United fan myself, I did hesitate on whether to keep hold of this guy when I had him in the pack, but I decided to keep hold of him because with those sorts of stats, you cannot go wrong. 88 pace, 91 dribbling, 84 shot. Absolute hassles the defenders. Brilliant shot on him. And overall, he's a brilliant player. The only downside to Aguero I found was outside the box. Sometimes he would always go over the bar instead of actually going on target, which was quite frustrating. But he does really hassle the defenders. And I have tried other strikers. I've tried Darren Bent. I've tried Agbonlahor. I've tried. Who else have I tried? I tried the Man City Balotelli before he moved, but I just didn't get on with them. And Aguero was the only player which I found to actually work, and so that's why I kept him, because he was the only guy that just fitted into that puzzle that I was building. And excellent guy. So yeah, that makes up this squad. The formation I used was 4-2-3-1. Which is not usually a formation which I go for. I usually go with either 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1 or something like that. So this was quite a new formation that I did for FIFA 13, and it worked a treat. All these players interlink with each other. They all work together, and it's absolutely amazing to work with them. The subs is another squad. It's not any Prem site as Prem players, so I'll go on to them in another video. But yeah, this is my Prem side, and yeah, this video is, as I said, this video is just about just showing you the players so you can look out for them if you're 14, and you know, even try out this team. You know, if you've got some money spare on FIFA 13, buy this squad, try it out if you haven't tried it out already. Brilliant squad. And I absolutely love it. Anyway, I'll be back with more with my other squads in a couple of weeks. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.